Hello, welcome to Yoga Kalarni. My name is Hannah. We'll start this 15-minute flow class with our arms overhead, reach up, and grab your right elbow with your left hand. Start to trace circles on the ceiling with your right fingertips. Circle a few times in one direction, and then switch directions. Reach your left arm back up to the ceiling, and then grab your left elbow with your right hand and trace circles with the left fingertips. Feel the space around your rib cage and your upper back beginning to warm up. And change directions if you haven't. And reach your right arm back up and slowly drop your arms down by your sides. You can circle your shoulders a few times, forward and back. And come to a comfortable stance. Place your hands on your hips, soften your knees with your back straight, hinge forward, just coming halfway down. And then stand back up, pushing your hips forward. Just do that several times, practicing this hinge pattern, letting the hips go back in space. The chest comes halfway down, the knees are soft. Okay, the next time you hinge forward, let your arms drape forward, let your chest and head come all the way down. Just relax your upper body. You can hold your elbows and sway from side to side if you'd like. Maybe rock your weight forward and back a little. And place your hands on your thighs and lift halfway up, stretching the crown of the head forward, straightening the legs, and then slowly fold back down, softening your knees. If you're holding your elbows, you can let go and place your fingertips on the ground. Step one leg back and drop your knee. Step the other leg back and drop your knee. And place your hands under your shoulders. Tilt your tailbone forward, lift your chest. Then tuck your tailbone under, rounding your back, and relax your neck. And continue back and forth, warming up your spine. Slowly round. And then slowly arch the back. You can breathe with this movement, breathing out as you tuck your tailbone and round your spine, relax your neck. And then breathe in slowly as your tailbone tilts up, your chest lifts, your head lifts. Bring your hands a step forward, tuck your toes under, sit back towards your heels and relax your neck. And bring your weight forward for a moment, and then sink back again towards your heels. And when you're ready, grip the mat with your fingertips, lift your knees, lift your hips, and come into a downward facing dog. You can slowly pedal your feet to warm up your calves, your ankles, and keep your gaze back towards your feet. Take one more slow breath in and out through your nose. And lower your knees to the mat, point your toes, bring your hands under your shoulders, and kickstand your left toes off to the side, straighten the right leg to the back of the mat, and reach your right arm to the ceiling. You can point your right toes and reach your right arm alongside your right ear. Let your head drop down, the neck relaxes, and feel a stretch through the whole right side of the body. As you point your right toes and reach through the right fingertips, feel your hips push forward. And bring your right arm slowly down by your side and then reach it back overhead. Just do that a couple of times. And begin to circle your right arm, making slow, big circles. Try to move just your arm and your torso stays still. Circle your arms a couple of times in the opposite direction. Let your right arm rest by your side and lift your right leg off the mat to about the height of your hip. And lower your toes for a moment and lift your leg back up. Lower your toes and lift back up. Lower your toes, bring your right hand down and then your knees under your hips. You can sit back towards your heels. Relax your neck, letting your head rest on the mat. And place the backs of your hands on your lower back. As you breathe in, start to lift your head, lift your hips, lift your chest, and reach your arms overhead. Then twist to the left, and then slowly fold back down. Inhale as you reach up and over your head. This time twist to the right, reaching the left arm forward, the right arm back, and reach back to the middle, and circle your arms down as you come back to a child's pose. Inhale to reach up again. Twist first to the left, and then twist to the right. Reach back overhead and let your arms just come down. Stay up in this kneeling position. Rest your hands on your hips and keeping your torso nice and straight. Just lean back. And do that several times, just leaning back as far as you're comfortable and try not to bend at the waist. So you're one line from your knees to your head. You might be able to build this up over time. It feels a bit strange at first. And bring your hands back down to the mat. Kickstand your right toes off to the side. Straighten your left leg back. Reach your left arm to the ceiling. Then take your left arm alongside your left ear. Let the head relax. Feel a stretch through the side of the body. You can gently push your hips forward and point your toes. Lift your head back up in line with your spine and take your arm down by your side and then reach back overhead. Bring your left arm down by your side and then reach back overhead. And start to circle your arm, big circles, move slowly and keep your torso still. And change the direction of your circles. Then rest your arm by your side and lift your left leg off the ground up to about the height of your hip if you can manage, or as high as you can manage. Then lower your toes for a moment and lift back up. Bring your left foot down and lift back up. Bring your left foot down. And then place your left hand down, bring the knees under the hips. Sit back on your heels in a child's pose. You can rest the backs of your hands at your lower back again. As you inhale, lift your head, lift your chest, reach overhead, and slowly twist to the left, taking your left arm back, right arm forward. Circle your arms down, come back down to child's pose. Breathe in as your arms circle up to the ceiling, lift your head, lift your chest. This time twist to the right, right arm back, left arm forward. Come back down to child's pose slowly. Inhale as you lift back up, reach to the ceiling. Slowly twist to the left. Reach overhead. Take the left arm forward, the right arm back, twist. Then reach back to center. Let your arms float down, keeping your torso upright. Rest your hands at your hips. Keep your body nice and long. One plank as you lean back and then come back up. We'll do this a few times. Just like before, only lean back as far as you're comfortable leaning back. You don't have to go very far if it feels new. And sit back on your heels, circle your shoulders, relax your arms. And place your hands on the mat, lift your hips up into a downward facing dog. You can pedal your heels. Take a few slow breaths in and out of your nose. Relax your neck. You can walk your feet up to your hands, soften your knees, reach overhead, and then grab your right elbow with your left hand and make circles on the ceiling with your right arm. And switch directions. Try to keep your lower body pretty still, and the movement's coming mostly from the rib cage up. And reach both arms up and grab your left elbow with your right hand and make circles with the left arm. And circle in the other direction. Just trace small circles on the ceiling. Reach both arms up and slowly lower both arms down by your sides. And rotate your palms forward, relax your shoulders, and close your eyes. Just take a moment to breathe softly through your nose. Focus on each breath in and out. You can begin to blink your eyes open. Relax your arms. And we're finished. Thank you for practicing.